Hey everybody, Ark Nova here.
And Focus Heal.
Before we get into our adventure at the other academy, there's something we need to report to you. On our way to second to last Defense Academy, we found a blackened, mummified corpse. Huh? A blackened mummy? Faced with a shocked audience, Ema continues his matter-of-fact explanation of the events. The blackened mummy we found in the city ruins, based on the glasses beside it and the scraps of clothing, we could tell whose remains it was. Hideko Shizuhara, the girl who had just disappeared one day. We didn't know what her corpse was doing laying around in a place like that, but there was no doubt about it, it was Hiroko. Having heard this, everyone's mouths went agape and their faces turned pale. No way, Hideko? Why? I can't believe it, she was so strong. Who could have possibly taken her down? You, probably. It was probably that supreme asshole invader. Can't think of anyone else strong enough to kill someone as insanely powerful as Hideko. But why did she run off by herself and get killed in the first place? How beyond brain dead do you need to be to do that? Are we sure she did run off? Think about it. When Hideko vanished, we still had 2 fire extinguishers left. Yeah, that's true. Mistress Hideko would never run away, and she'd never get stuffed out by some jabroni invader. I want to see her mummified corpse so bad. I want to know how tragic a beauty like that looks in death. Hey, does anyone want to go on a corpse viewing field trip with me? Stick to your fantasies. It's hard to believe anyone could defeat Hideko, but if you say you saw her body, it must be true. Yeah, as much as it pains me to say, there's no mistaking it. Ema, what's the matter? Oh no, it's nothing. Allow me to continue the story. Next up is the chapter you've all been waiting for, namely what happened at the second to last Defense Academy. So, yada yada, we got to second to last Defense Academy, and something even more shocking was happening there. Ema began to tell everyone what we saw at the site of the other academy. About how the school was supposed to have been destroyed, yet was somehow whole again. About how Nigo was reconstructed by a commander with their power to turn back time. And how, in order to prevent Nigo's data from being transferred to the enemy, we wound up in a battle. Ema explained how, thanks to Nigo's second sacrifice, we managed to defeat the commander. Because of that sacrifice, we weren't able to obtain the secrets of the special defense unit the enemy had been after. Still, we did catch a certain detail from Nigo as he was being reconstructed. Something called the Exodus Project. Exodus Project. So that thing in the sky is actually an artificial satellite? And everyone from the TRC has already been evacuated there. Hey, I'm not following at all. Someone explain it to me like I'm 5. I'm not great with sci-fi either. Historical dramas are another story. You seem to have your time periods all mixed up, though. An artificial satellite. We've been staring at it from the school roof all this time. I see, so it wasn't the moon after all. I did think it was odd that the surface was so mechanical compared to what I read about. Humanity really made something that gigantic just to evacuate everyone? Maybe they modified the moon. It's not like they had access to any other celestial bodies close enough to use. Either way, the scale of this is completely off the charts. There are no other humans left on Earth. It's just us and the invaders. What a bunch of spineless cowards. No guts to fight down here with us, huh? But the only ones who can stand against the invaders are those of us with Hemo Anima. We just have to fight in the place of everyone taking shelter up there. Everyone from the complex is waiting for us on the artificial satellite, waiting for us to win this war. And if we can protect this school, and if we can save humanity from world death, mankind will be able to live in peace again. But we need to put our lives on the line to achieve that. We can't win without making sacrifices along the way. Hey, Joe? Oh, nothing. Sorry, I was just feeling conflicted with all these sudden developments. I'm panicking too. It's all gibberish to me. Anyway, that's all we learned at second to last Defense Academy. That does it for my report, but the real juicy stuff starts from here. I need to tell you what the Supreme Commander said earlier. Oh yeah, they said choose your conclusion. What does that mean? Ema, tell us, what did the Supreme Commander say? Just like I said before, it's planning to launch an all-out attack on the school. It's going to be like nothing we've ever seen before, with all of the invaders' forces fully mobilized. Like nothing we've seen before? It seems they couldn't fully breach us because of our wall of fire. But they've successfully mass-produced weapons that can nullify the flames, and they're going to advance on us with a massive number of troops. A massive number of troops? The Supreme Commander asserted that this school would be annihilated in that all-out attack. However, it also said it wanted to make a proposal before that happens. A proposal? If we quietly hand over whatever's inside the defense room, the commander will spare our lives, apparently. So it's asking us to surrender. Surrender? That's right. We fight and die or live and escape. Choose your conclusion. Choose our conclusion. That's obviously a trap. But why is it giving us a chance to escape? This is what the Supreme Commander said. Its goal isn't to kill us. It just wants what's in the defense room. It wants to put an end to this fruitless war. It said that killing each other like this is foolish. Fruitless war? It really said that? That thing's more sensible than I would have guessed. Screw that. You're just gullible. It also said something else. If we give up what's inside the defense room and leave this planet, the invaders will prepare a way for us to leave so we can go back to the artificial satellite where all our friends are and family. Huh? They'll even prepare a way for us to get out of here? But we can't just run away. Earth is our home. Technically, inside Earth is our home. Who cares? That's right. Deserting under enemy fire would be disgraceful as both a warrior and a woman. I will not surrender. I still have more to tell you. It said something very curious at the end. Something curious? If we continue to fight, even if we successfully defend the school, we'll all die in the end. Huh? We'll die in the end? Why? How? It seems we have something to do with whatever's in the defense room. Do the invaders know what's in there? According to the Supreme Commander, the thing we're protecting here at the school is a weapon of despair that will destroy everything. Of course, it has to be a weapon of despair. It wouldn't be dying around if there wasn't despair. Despair? Destroy everything? That's ludicrous. The thing in there is surely something to save humanity from world death. I don't quite understand it myself. I'm just telling you what it said. We don't need to concern ourselves with the invaders' lies. Right, ain't no way we're believing anything those assholes say. We've gotten screwed over by their dirty tricks before. But the Supreme Commander wasn't really attacking the battle just now. What if it really does want to avoid fighting us? Like, it could have easily probably fucking killed us still. Yeah, maybe some of the other side are hoping for peace too. Enough foolishness. Those monsters don't have feelings like we do. Is that really true? Huh? Sorry, a roach pig like me shouldn't butt in. I was just thinking. It wasn't possible before, but now we can communicate with invaders. We might be able to have a proper discussion with them. I'm sure that's all the prisoner wanted. I don't believe that for a second. Everyone, you can't let the invaders sway you. You're just trying to deceive us. True, but are they the only ones doing the deceiving? Huh? Ato, what do you mean? Oh, nothing. I'll stop with my shut up and conject. I'm really sorry. I failed to read the room and overstepped. Well, we don't need to draw any conclusions just yet. The Supreme Commander said it would be back later, so we can just have to decide before then. How much later? In 7 days. After that, it'll come by itself to hear us out. It's coming here again? And all by itself, too. Kyoshika, what day will it be 7 days from now? Today is day 82, yes? Carry to 1. Today is day 87. It'll be on day 94. The Supreme Commander will bring us means of getting to the artificial satellite as well. It said that will be our last chance for a peaceful resolution. If we refuse, as planned, they will launch their overwhelming assault, destroying the school and us with it. We fight and die, or flee and live, and we just have a week to decide. Our answer is clear. We're the hope of all mankind. We're fighting on behalf of humanity. We can't run away. But they abandoned us. So, are we really fighting for humanity when we're the only ones here? Well, let's decide formally after we've had some time to mull it over. We still have time until day 94. Oh, damn. After that, everyone held their tongues, not one of us making the effort to speak. We were obviously confused. We decided to talk about what to do after each of us had time to gather our thoughts. For the time being, we parted ways.
Howdy, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invade. Well then, good.
So I think we have 7 days of no battle. Back in my room, I lay in bed, ruminated what I just heard. Even if we successfully defend the school, we'd still die in the end. Because the thing inside the defense room was a weapon of despair that would destroy everything. You've got to be kidding. That just can't be true. Is it the Enoshima Junko bomb? Junko Enoshima bomb? It's a lie. A trap. Who would ever listen to an invader anyway? I repeated this inside my head, but the Supreme Commander's claims continued to linger at the back of my mind. I kept going over the same points again and again inside my head. And as I continued to rack my brain, I fell into a dark sleep. Ooh.
Oh no. It's spooky.
Spooky, sleepy.
Bing bong.
Get ready. Prepare to spend. Be ready to.
Maybe it was the exhaustion from all the fighting, or maybe it was because of everything I heard the day before. But that day, I felt less than great from the second I woke up. Seemed like the others weren't much better off either. According to Ema, who was going around checking on everyone, we were all pretty deep in recovery mode. Afternoon had passed, we got together in the cafeteria. Inside the cafeteria, everyone wore gloomy expressions. Come on, everybody, what's with the long faces? I had so much on my mind I couldn't really get any sleep. Same. I'm a chronic insomniac, so I'm actually having more fun than ever. You shouldn't worry about anything the enemy says. That's just what they want. Trap or not, it's the kind of thing that disturbs your soul to hear. The idea that we'll die in the end, I mean. Not to mention the all-out attack that's coming. An attack like nothing we've ever seen before. Is there any way for us to win? Nope, none at all. We are so totally doomed. Enough pissing and moaning. We just gotta do what we gotta do. That's right. We find a way. Right, Takumi? Yeah, we have to. What are all the peasants doing on the satellite while all of this is going on? You'd think they'd send us reinforcements. There's nothing they can do. You need Himo Anima to fight the invaders. But the fate of all humanity hinges on this battle, right? I wish they'd lend us some support. Yeah, couldn't they at least reach out? If I could talk to my family, I'd feel like I could keep going. And I want a proper explanation of what's going on here. If they tell us what's inside the defense room, we wouldn't have to sweat what the invaders are saying. Maybe they think we're all screwed too. That's absolutely not true. We have everybody's trust and support. Oh my god, enough already. Unable to take it any longer, Kurata slammed the table as she sprung to her feet. We're fighting for all these people on that artificial satellite, and they're not lifting a finger for us. They can't do anything, not even offer us an explanation or a call from our families? If they really have left us here to rot, then I say screw them and screw humanity. Easy, Kurata. It's going to be okay. But it's true. If we're humanity's hope, then this shouldn't be happening. Huh? Eito, who had been silent the whole time, finally spoke, but with a downcast expression. Eito, what are you saying? I've been wondering about this since yesterday. All of humanity fled to the artificial satellite. Do they care about us anymore? Ema said something similar earlier, didn't he? We might just be the decoys that allowed humanity to escape to the satellite. At the time, I was just letting my imagination take a depressing turn, but it's no longer a possibility we can deny in its entirety. That can't be. Damn it! Now it was Gaku's turn to hit the table and stand, letting out a scream toward the sky. Hey, say something to us. Anything. Can't you see us? We're fighting for you guys. Is anybody listening? We're in seriously bad shape here. Tell us, what are we supposed to do? But his voice echoed hollowly throughout the cafeteria. Damn it all. What the hell is going on? I don't know. But I feel like the reason they didn't tell us what was in the defense room is because the invaders are speaking the truth. And we wouldn't fight them off if we knew it was bad for us.
That's true, too.
Cafeteria was enveloped in silence after that. One person after another left as if trying to escape the deafening quiet. Just like everybody else, I returned to my room without a word. After that, I stayed cooped up there for the rest of the day.
You never know. Well then.
Good night, Siri. Even after the nighttime announcement, I just kept turning the same things over in my head. I couldn't stop thinking about what we discussed this morning. Are we really the hope of mankind? Is the enemy speaking the truth? Despite knowing I'd never get an answer, I just kept thinking about it. I was lost in a spiral, the same thoughts whirling around and around. And so ended the 88th day at Last Defense Academy. I mean, do you know how impossibly long it would take to rebuild the surface of the Earth even if we did win and it was all true what we were saying? I almost feel like at that point I was just fucking living the artificial satellite. You know? Guess I better go to the cafeteria. Although I'm sure it's going to be depressing again. Alright, to the cafetorium. There were fewer of us than usual gathered in the cafeteria. Is this everyone for today? Seems so. So rare for Mr. Outsky to not show up, considering how much he loves being around us. I bet he's agonizing it over all by himself. He's like that. Yeah, the serious pessimistic type. The total opposite of my outgoing party girl, the holy Jumanji sword. I had no idea your sword was like that. But shouldn't we discuss this together? Not that a disgusting dung beetle like myself should worry about living on, but... We have 5 more days, right? There's nothing to discuss. Surrender would mean falling into their trap. Like I said, we can't fall for their lies. Like, I feel like she's hiding one last piece of information. Well, I do agree, but I very much understand the distrust everyone is feeling for the people on the satellite. We didn't come here to fight voluntarily, after all. It's absurd to force us to do any of this. And after hearing the people who made us do it already went and took shelter without us, it's disheartening. I want to run away from this too. But if we back down now, everything we've done up until now will have been for nothing. We can't let that happen. Everything we've done up until now would have been for nothing. I suppose for Nozomi, that includes everything her mom did too. Well, it sounds like your mom's a little bitch who decided she wanted to fucking experiment on you to further her own selfish stupidity. Is it too late to reopen the debate on whether we should fight or not? Didn't we have a similar conversation when we first got here? That's right, this whole back and forth makes me feel like we've gone back to square one in the final hour. If only Seirei or Shizuhara were here, they'd force us to power through, I'm sure. If Moko were here, I bet she'd get everyone fired up. Things sure have felt gloomy ever since we had that conversation. Well, I guess it's only natural. After finishing our breakfast in near silence, we all went back to our rooms. To fight or not to fight, it's exactly the same thing we were worried about in the beginning. Who would have guessed we'd be racking our brains over it again at the very end? The all-out attack the Supreme Commander has planned is certainly a threat, but... if the people on the artificial satellite would at least talk to us, we'd be able to keep faith and fight on through it. We'd be able to believe that a happy ending was waiting for us on day 100. Hey, Katawa, you're up there too, right? Can't you find a way to contact us? Your extinguisher level has increased. Oh, good for that. I could just sleep all day. Let's just go quickly blaze through the day.
Oh, we need more plants, right?
Yep.
Move out.
Well, I don't really get a choice because I'm doing simple exploration.
Oh.
And we actually didn't need that many more plants because we got like 250 of them last time. So we're actually good on like all those resources now. So at current, I shouldn't need to explore any more for the rest of the game.
You never will then.
That time again, huh? In the end, we didn't come to any conclusions today either, and as always, we didn't hear anything from the satellite. At this rate, please, someone tell me, if we keep protecting this school, everything will be fine, right? It's not true that we're going to die in the end, is it? Somebody, anybody, tell me. Ah, that's right, him! He said he wasn't an invader, so then is he an ally? If he is, maybe he can tell me something. I wonder if he knows anything. But I don't know how I can see him, or even where to find him. If you're really on our side, then show yourself again and tell me. Tell me how should we get through the final days of this school. Of course, nobody answered my whining pleas. That night grew deeper, and eventually I fell asleep. Like we will never learn who did the bad stuff.
Burn out of troops.
Ah.
Time to rise and shine. Wowee! It's your 90th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. The time humanity has longed for is almost upon us. We're really in the home stretch now. It's been a long and arduous road. But since you've made it this far, I just know you're gonna be fine.
This could be foreshadowing,
Right.
because we're all hanging.
In 10
Right.
days,
That's what I was thinking
you'll
too.
have your happy ending. And all of you will become the heroes who saved humanity. Well then, everyone work.
Forget victory. We're still wondering if we should keep fighting. I guess I'll go to the cafeteria. We need to have another discussion soon. I'm going to save here. Keep those 2 saves there and keep that one down there. Just in case. I vote to not fight. Fuck it. Actually, I have to fight while they get to stay safe up there. I got the cafeteria and Nozomi and the Tsukumo twins were there. Is nobody else coming today? Seems so. Everyone is understandably conflicted. What is everyone doing? The enemy's all-out attack could come any second now. They might need more time to organize their thoughts. No matter how much time they spend thinking, we still only have one choice, right? We're the only ones who can protect Earth and humanity. I know, but I understand why everyone feels conflicted. Just like every other day, there's been no word from the artificial satellite. I do think it would help firm up everyone's resolve if we heard from them. But if we let the enemy's words mislead us and run from this fight, then everything we've been through will be for nothing. Moko's death? Don't care. Didn't know her. Hidoko's death? Had it coming. And the loss of my body, too. Yeah, that's fine. That's right. All of it. Everything. The death of Nozomi's mother and her feelings, too. I don't care. The enemy made that proposal precisely to throw us into this confusion. By doubting ourselves, we're playing right into their hands. It's okay. I'm sure everyone knows that, but it's just going to take some time to accept it. Just trust them and hold on for a little longer. I feel like the others are avoiding me. Huh? Ever since yesterday, whenever I try to talk to anyone, they won't even look me in the eye. I can only assume I've done something to offend them. You're probably just imagining things, or overthinking it. I hope you're right. Well, sorry to interrupt you two, but we have an errand to run, so we'll be taking off. Breakfast is all done anyway. I made eel and custard cream. An errand? I have a case. A case I need to solve as a detective. Huh? A case? I'll be helping out. I'm the brilliant, talented assistant to the world's cutest detective, after all. Well then, we're off to investigate, so excuse us. Once we solve this case, we'll get everyone together. With those mysterious words, Kako and Ima left the cafeteria. What are they talking about? What do they mean by a case?
I wonder if they're gonna actually try to work out all the crazy shit that's been happening that we don't have anything to go on for that.
Or try and open up the defense room.
Ah, that's true too.
Left behind, Nozomi and I finished a light breakfast without saying much. Then we both returned to our rooms. Even though there's only 10 days left, our team is more disjointed than ever. Well, I get when everyone feels lost. On top of being anxious about the impending attack, we were also told we'd die if we managed to survive the final battle. And no one from the satellite ever reached out, as if we've been forsaken. Something really has to change soon. Alright, Eito, you are just very, very suspecto. Oh, why am I tired, bro? Hello, Takumi. Here to do some reading? Sure. You really love books, huh? You've been going to the library every day since it was unlocked. I can't relax if I don't read every day. Books are like my family to me. Like family? Yes, like my mentors and teachers, too. While I was too physically fragile to go out as a kid, books taught me so much. From the value of life, the transient nature of dreams, the heartbreak of love, the importance of friends. I would even go as far as saying that I learned everything that matters in life from books. Eito seemed livelier than usual as he talked about books. It kind of inspired me to want to read too. Kind of. Only kind of. Kind of inspired me to wake the fuck up. Know what I'm saying? Alright, everybody loves cats. Kurata, you just strike me as a cat person.
It's of insignificant value, but I am willing to accept it.
That was acceptable, I guess. I mean, if she didn't want it, she wouldn't have taken it.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the countdown begins. Just a bit longer until it's all over. I'm fully confident you'll pull through, but don't let your guard down now. The enemy is sure to attack us if their lives depend on it, so be sure to rest when you can. That's all, folks. Good night.
The announcement changed. Well, whatever. He's right about the end coming soon. We're so close to being done. We will get through this, right? In the end, I spent my 90th evening at school still plagued by the vague sense of unease. Still plagued by the, why am I so tired?
Taki, you're awake.
I am.
Where am I? Is this a hospital room?
Taki, you've been asleep for so long. It's already been a week.
A week?
Yeah. When the alarm went off, you went down that manhole to take cover with me.
And then the
When we
dog.
got out, you got startled by a dog and missed your step. You fell down and hit your head, and you've been unconscious ever since.
Would make sense.
Sure.
Unconscious. Ever since.
But thank goodness you're awake now. Welcome back, Taki.
So,
Oh.
it was all a dream? All of it?
A dream?
Yeah. I was having the weirdest dream. Someone took me to this strange school. Not here in the complex, but up on the surface. I was forced to fight these freaky monsters.
What?
Forget about it. I'm just glad it wasn't real. Right. It was all a dream. Oh, thank goodness for that. I am so relieved it was only a dream.
It's going to be okay, Taki.
Oh no.
I don't know what happened, but I'm always by your side. You know that, right? Just like you always protect me. I'll be sure to protect you. Taki, I love you.
Ah! I love you too, Kara. Dick moves, Ray.
Good morning, troops. Rise. It's day 90. 9 days remain. I hate to keep reminding you, but the fate of all of humanity. So work well and work together.
No.
It was all a dream trope, huh?
Well, that makes so bad. If this stupid school and our war against the invaders really was all part of a dream, then maybe. I can't be wasting my time on this nonsense. Oh, someone's here. I opened the door to find. It's been a while. What are you doing? Good morning, Takumi. Oh, hey, Eito, what's up? You haven't been coming to the cafeteria lately. Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Thank you for thinking of me. You're such a nice guy, Takumi. Really, just too nice. What's gotten into you all of a sudden? Finally figured out the answer. I've made up my mind. Oh? I was hoping we could all get together and discuss it. Could you come to the war room? I already spoke to the others. Sure, we're meeting in the war room, you said. That's right. Okay then, I'll see you there. With that, Eito was gone. He's made up his mind. It's a good opportunity to get everyone together. At least I better go to the war room. Okay. Room of war. I feel like it's been a while since the last of us were all together like this. What's the matter with everybody? Something seems off. Okay, I'll report first. No contact, your artificial satellite, as usual. You're reporting? Yes, I assumed any contact would come through the war room, so I had Dada be stationed here for the last few days. Oh, I didn't know that. But there's no news from the masterminds. I bet they abandoned us because we never started killing each other. We want to hear from the people in the complex, not the masterminds. That doesn't change the fact that we've been abandoned. That's not true. There's no way they'd abandon us. I told you, everyone is... Give it a rest, Nozomi. I don't want to hear it from you. Huh? Kurata, what's the matter? Hold on, may I speak briefly first? Eito raised his voice to cut through the chatter. I've had a realization. I brought you out here to tell you about. A realization? I've been thinking nonstop for the past few days about what's in the defense room, about why the complex was evacuated, and why they haven't contacted us since. And in doing so, I became aware of a terrifying possibility. A terrifying possibility? Well, I guess we'll start that next time.
I would leave that one alone, maybe.
I'm leaving this one alone.
Yeah.
Just in case I have to grind something out. But, as always, thank you all for watching. If you're enjoying the series, you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, follow me on Twitch, DarkNova3, and if you want to support the channel, check out the Patreon link in the description. For just $1 a month, you can help support me bringing the best content that I can.
Till then.